Happy New Year! Hey, everybody. Joycey! Oh my gosh. Okay, so I stayed up for your stream last night till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then Oliver had me up 2 times last night, 2 different times. Oh my gosh, it was awful. So, needless to say, I did not get up until 10 o'clock. Did the previous stream get canceled? I don't know. I didn't get up until 10 this morning. I totally missed everything. Hence why I'm having the coffee. Hi, Cheryl. Happy New Year. So glad you're joining us. Hi, Bootsy. Hi, Sherry. Yay. This is going to be an awesome morning. Hi, Candy. Welcome. So if you are a replay viewer, for a few minutes, people are coming into the chat. This is a live stream. So I will be chatting with the friends in my in the box. Hi, Function of Light. And Leanne. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, I would still be in bed too. I slept till 10 because Oliver got up like 3 times last night. He was up right when I went to bed. I fell asleep. He woke up, had to go out. Got up later. I mean, it was just crazy. Hi, Patty. Nashua, welcome. I have a feeling I'm going to see a lot of new people in here. Linda. Oh, hey, Penny, you're from Florida? Awesome. I'm in Orlando. So I'm probably just going to hit this off running and get started because I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this. I tend to struggle with sewing signatures in, so I'm hoping. I tried to do a little bit of free. I should have just sewn all my signatures, but I couldn't put the. Oh, you're over in Longwood. That's awesome. That's not too far from me. Well, welcome, Linda. I'm glad you're here. Andrea, okay, nice to meet you. But I couldn't sew it onto the spine. Hey, Cheryl, Happy New Year to you too. So anyway, all right, sorry, I'm reading the chat. That's going to be really hard. Hi, Jean. Nice to meet you. Welcome. So everyone here, oh, how do I make someone a mod? I have absolutely no idea. Let's see. It only lets me put a user in timeout or block a user, which I don't want to do. Okay, so settings maybe. Guests. Let me see. Green screen, don't want that. Audio camera, general. Nope. Does anybody know how to do that how to make mods in here? Jean, you were a mod before. Darcy, you want to just come on with audio and not do your, I mean, that wouldn't work. That's right. I need to give you, Joycey, I thought you were a mod at one point. Comments. So does that mean I have to remake people mods on my channel? I thought it just sat the same. So who we got in here? Somebody else came in. I just saw that was new. Riri, I remember you from Dee Dee's stream. Try clicking the 3 dots. Okay, I did, and all it let me do was put the user in timeout or block the user. Oh, Joycey's a mod now. Okay. Yeah, I thought she was a mod. I made a few people mods last year, so and I haven't changed anything. Oh, I have to do it from YouTube, which I have no idea. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can do it from YouTube. I'm gonna mute the sound. Okay, here this is. People are still coming in anyway. Okay, here she is. Okay, here she is. Let's see. Hide user, add moderator. Here we go. Okay, now she is a mod. Got it. I probably could just stay in here on YouTube, huh? Okay, except for when I want to leave. So, oh, I have a lag. That would drive me crazy. I can't do that. I need to go back into StreamYard because, yeah. Okay, so down in the link, here I'm going to sit and tell you down in the link, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, is it there? Yeah, you're going to see the link for the redirect to find everyone. It's the Google Doc that Mary at Atelier put together. And so, yeah, she's mod. She's good. Beware. She likes to smite. So I just want to start out by thanking her and thanking everyone who has participated in this. This has been so much fun. I missed a few people yesterday because my family did like a 2-hour Zoom call. But, and then by the time I cleaned up and everything, I made it to Joycey's, and then I ended up like, couldn't stay up any longer. So yeah, and then I missed whoever was before me. I don't know who was before me. I know Barb Owens is after me, but you can see that link down below to go to the next person. So, but I do want to thank Mary. I know it was probably extremely difficult to get everyone coordinated. Mitzi! So I do appreciate all the work. And yes, it's been a blast. And I'm looking forward to going back. Nice thing is that everybody saves their videos and they're up there, so you can go back and participate and do things along with them if you see a project. I liked the first I liked both the projects that they did, but I loved the first project with the house that Colleen did. That was so good. Yes, I know, Marie. Oh my gosh, how have you been? Yes, my sister and I used to stream together as a tag team. She did not want to stream today, so she left me all by myself, and I would start singing a chorus of All by Myself right now, but at least she's modding. I'm appreciative. This is really yeah. So, but anyway, I haven't seen Maria in forever. We actually met in real person at Disney. We met at Fort Wilderness Lodge. Nice thing about hopping in as a mod, you don't have to be dressed in the morning. So, but anyway, I'm going to talk about what you're going to need real quick. I did a YouTube stream real quick the other night, just in case you wanted to play along. I don't know if anybody has these coin envelopes, but I've had these coin collector thingies like forever, and I just realized when I was doing this project that this thing opened up and there was a whole nother. So our project is going to be it's good to be back. I did a couple live streams this week. I've been working on my Christmas album. So I have been back YouTubing it. So you might want to add me to your subscriptions again, because I am back on, and I'm going to be more regular this year. I'm also doing a series of Bible journaling, and doing the I'm going to do the Bible and read the Bible in a year and do it chronologically. Sorry, I'm going to stumble because literally got up a half an hour and I'm sorry. So I'm like, I haven't had my coffee yet. Anyway. And so anyway, we are going to do this. We're going to alter this. Now, that being said, later on, I'm going to go ahead and do a little drawing, and I'm going to gift you a kit. Now, I do have 10 of these kits left in my shop. So they're $15, and I can get them out to you. And if you want to play along, the video will be up on my YouTube channel, and you can always play along. So anyway, oh, you did? Aw, thank you. So sweet. Thanks, Mindy. And so anyway, let's get started. Okay, this is what you're going to need. We're going to go ahead and deconstruct. So if you want to play along, you can use 3 pieces of chipboard is fine. And then all you do is would attach them here and here. Okay. And then you have like a triptych. So same concept, but you don't get the fun of playing in all the little spaces, the coin spaces. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to, cut it. I don't have a final project because these were kits in my shop. So I wanted to have as many available to people. So I didn't make one up. I made it up in theory, as Darcy would say. Went back when we used to do all our 3D projects. She's like, well, it worked for me in my head as it's collapsing. Jan, hi, Jan. So anyway, remember those days, Darcy? The 2 a.m. calls? Anyway, it's pretty funny. Okay, so, but it always worked out, and she always had some really cute projects. I just remember trying to figure out, I think it was like 2 a.m. and we were figuring out the horse trailer cage at the top, how you were gonna round that out. Always something. And then there was another one we did, with the how the box fit down on top. Dweety, hi Dweety. I'm gonna take coffee breaks. Sorry, people. Like, I'm taking coffee breaks. And if you are a streamer or a crafter, you have to have one of these mug warmers. Oh my gosh, it's the bomb. If you drink coffee or tea and you want to keep something warm, it's awesome. You have to keep running back and forth to the microwave because I can't stand cold coffee or lukewarm coffee. I don't like lukewarm. But did I finish what I was saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm doing a series of, I'm reading the chronological Bible. It's chronologically goes through history. So I don't know if people knew, but the Bible is not in chronological order. It jumps all around. Job is actually way earlier in the Bible. And so anyway, I'm going to read it chronologically. So I'm going to be doing a series of like art journaling through the Bible. And it works well for heating wax. That's very smart. I didn't even think of that. So anyway, I'd like to join you. I'd like to have you join me if you have never read through your Bible. We're going to do it in a year, and hopefully all is well. I may end up in December doing the last month in Australia, hopefully, if the, if everything goes well with everything, if we're all still here and the end of the world hasn't happened as we know it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so now I did prepare a little bit. I got my cover stuff pulled, so that was a good thing. So I just kind of pull bits and pieces. Not all of this stuff comes in your kit. I also, okay, I need that. All right. So I did pull like some tickets, but I know you guys, if you're a crafter like me, I know you guys have tons of little bits and bobs. They don't have to be, it doesn't have to be vintage, but vintage is fun, always fun to work with. And one of the things is you don't have to distress it, so it does save you some time. And then this is a Tim Holtz words chipboard thingy. I don't know what he calls them. But anyway, it's one of those. And then I made these. These come in the kit. I made these from, so you can just grab a piece of fabric, piece of cotton, whatever, tear it. And I stitched mine around. I wanted it raised, so I added a little piece of batting behind it. And, but you can just, I know, I love the, okay, good. Yay. I love the Bible Project channel. It's awesome. We actually use that in school. And I would love to learn how to illustrate and I would love to learn how to do that and how they illustrate as they're talking. I know there is some software for that. I haven't learned that in school, how to do that yet. That's animation like that. But I think there is an app or a program that actually does that, because I have a children's book in mind. And I think that would be fun to do a children's book and then have that running. And I may have to talk to Dee Dee about that, since I'm not an illustrator, but that would be an awesome collab. I'd love to do that with Dee Dee. If you're ever interested in another project, like you don't have enough to do. Okay, so I have already cut down my paper, so that wasn't a mind-numbing thing you had to watch me do this morning. And of course I have who's emailing me? Of course I have, or texting me. Can't you tell that I'm on live YouTube? And I'm going to stop saying, it's just because I'm tired. I have these pattern girls. I cut out a pattern girl. I have a 1964 pattern. Why is my name in quotation? Oh, it didn't work? The link didn't work? Ugh. Okay, Darcy, can you go grab the link and to the Google Doc and throw it up in the chat for me? Sorry, Randy. I know I don't like cold. I don't like cold coffee or when it's getting cold. And hi, Artsy Wannabe Cute. I think I said hi to everyone. If I didn't, if I don't answer, I'm gonna look up every now and then to read the chat through. If you want to talk to me, please put it in all caps. That way I can see it. Oh, well, Dee Dee's the only one I know that draws. I don't know anyone else that is an artist. Oh, she's so talented. I would love to have her work. I don't know if she's ever done that. Have you ever illustrated a book before, Dee Dee? Plus, just working with her would be a blast. Okay, thank you for throwing the link up. Is that the real link or is that my link? Because evidently they said my link's not working. Oh, okay. You're on a Chromebook. Don't email me. I don't have to email her. I have her phone number. I can call her. All right, so let's just get gluing. I'm going to use some Mod Podge here. And unlike Dee Dee, I don't have a nice little tray. Do I have anything I can pour it on? I don't have a plastic lid. I got nothing. I have nothing. I'm kind of still setting up my craft space. I don't have a craft room anymore. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with me trying to find. I know what I can put it on. I know I have some. I have deli paper. I do know where my deli paper is because I'm putting together a mixed media cart. Okay. Got it. I know. I usually watch on I have an iPad, so I know it's different. Okay, so I'm just going to use some of this matte Mod Podge. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. I grab a couple bottles because I used to have a big bottle, but it always dried out before I could get to the bottom of it. Or it got goopy and big, and I mean thick. Not big, thick. Okay, if I know I had a brush. I didn't pull the brush out. I just had a brush. I just saw the brush. Okay, well, I guess I'm using my finger for time's sake. Okay, I should have poured it directly to the paper because using your finger is what? And Oliver may come in and may need to go out, so we may be taking a emergency broadcasting break for doggy potty emergencies because he was sleeping. He sound asleep. I ran the printer, everything. He did right in his room. He has his own little room that he sleeps in at night. so he doesn't wander around the house. He was crate trained, but I don't have a crate. I didn't keep him in his crate as he got older. He didn't need it. But now that he is older, sometimes he gets up and will wander around the house looking for me. So, and normally I would put him in my room, but I just got new carpet. I got white carpet. So I'm trying to keep him off of my carpet in my bedroom. And Darcy's like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking with white carpet? But it's so lovely. And I don't wear shoes in the house, so it won't get dirty. Makes me out look bad. He is a good boy. Okay. Hi, Mary. I was saying earlier, thank you for putting this together. Is she in here? Yes. Happy New Year. I know Mod Podge is the bomb, right? It's been so fun, especially during this time because, you know, a lot of people don't have family living near them or where they can get together. Normally travel. I was replaying some videos from when Darcy came and visited me in Australia. And, okay, so I want to get the cover done. I want to get the cover made first. I want to get this. Okay, I don't even have like a little scrapey tool. That's what I need. I'll just use this thing. Oh my gosh, remember this thing where you do mitered corners? Oh my gosh, this tool was used and used and used for years during Scrappy Camper Sisters. Now, I never use it. Okay, I just want to squeeze out the extra, which I'm glad I'm doing this. I want to squeeze out any extra. Okay. Oh, the paper I'm using is, I don't even know that it's available anymore because these ladies went, I think they sold their business, but it's Glitz Girls. And I've been hoarding it and I love them. They were 3 sisters. And of course I have 2 sisters. So there's 3 of us. And they started this company called Glitz, and they had a website called Glitz It Now. And they were like the cutest young women, and they had just awesome mid-century designs. And so anyway, I am using the Yours Truly line, and also I think Cashmere Dame. I added some Cashmere Dame in. Thank you for reminding people. So I think I'm going to just, yeah, this is not working for me. I'm just going to go direct to paper. Okay, that's one way. One way. All right. I wish I had a shocker every time I said because it bothers me that I say that right now. It's bothering me. The other go-to word for a pause is so. I noticed that needs to end. The theme of this book is going to be intentions. I am doing 4, because I didn't really even talk about the project. We're altering this, but I didn't even talk about why I was doing it. So I noticed this last year that I don't really live intentionally with intention. And it's really easy to get into that habit because of COVID and everybody's home. You're home, you have no schedule, you know, or your schedule's messed up because of being stuck at home. And okay, hold on one second, please, because I can't talk and do that at the same time. Make sure it's straight. So, and I noticed that I was getting into a really bad habit of not living with intention. And my sister and I were talking, and she's going to use hers for Scrappy Camper Sister projects. Oh, that's good. And who has money? That's not my word for the year. However, my word for the year is pretty funny, and a lot of people probably won't understand it. But my word for maybe I'll share it later. So, yeah. getting back to the project. But anyway, I found myself that I wasn't living intentionally. Like everything I did, I was just like, rote habit, get up, make the coffee, kind of like the guy from I don't know if you remember the old donut, got to make the donut 5 a.m. ad for Dunkin' Donuts. That's kind of how I was living. I had a little schedule, but not so much. And so I picked 4 areas of my life, and I want to live intentionally, other than, of course, my like my ministry type stuff. But I wanted to, okay, hold on one second. I want to put this on. This is going to be for the binding. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to glue. I'm going to glue this here just while I'm working here so I don't cover that up. And my 4 areas, so I decided I was going to do 4 booklets in here because Darcy was asking me how many sections are you going to put in your book? Signatures are you going to put in your book? And I said, well, I'm thinking 2, but now I'm thinking 3. Maybe I'll do 4. I'm not really sure. But as we talked, I decided that I was going to break it up. And she's like, oh, well, why don't you just do like January, February, March? But I broke it into 4 sections. So I have one on, I want to do a 5K. I used to be a runner. And, well, a runner's always a runner, but I haven't been running. Let's put it that way. So I want to, hello. Okay. Enjoy your meal. Could you bring me something? I haven't had time to eat. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if this 3-in-1, it's like a big gooby thing. Why it's not coming out. Okay. Now this is the stuff this is the Beacon 3-in-1. It's really gooby, but oh my gosh, I probably put way too much on right there. Why is this so thick? Ah! Okay. That. So I want to get back running again. And I started walking. I don't have a schedule though. See, I want to get a schedule where I walk. I think I went out too far on that. I did. Darn. Okay, well, I may have to add another trim. I think I can just bead that up though. Let me see. So my first section for January is going to be running with intention. And I have a race in mind that I want to go to. And, oh yeah, I'm going to have to run. I've got to put something down there. Of course I have pom-pom fringe. I should have measured. I didn't measure. I'm going to have it go this way. See, this is why you always need pom-pom fringe on your table. Because in case you make a goobery mess with Fabri-Tac. So I'm going to do a 5K. I have one in mind. I'm going to work toward. I've got one the end of January, so that's my first goal. I will not probably be ready to run in that one. I'm doing Couch to 5K. I don't know if you've heard of that app. It walks you through on how to, like it kind of works backward. So you put in your goal, date, how far you want to be running, and then it sets up a schedule for you. It's a really cool app. It's free. You don't have to run. You can walk it if you want to. You put in whether you want to walk or run. It's for runners though. Okay, that's going to be cute anyway. Alrighty. And fortunately, with this stuff, you can rub it off. There. All right. See, never a mistake, always an opportunity to get creative. Hi, Sherry. So that is, hi, little sister Cheryl is crafting. I'm a little sister too. Now, the only issue is I've got glue all over my fingers. I don't know what it is about glue on your fingers. I think this is, okay. Now, oh no, I didn't leave any at the top to roll it over. Oh, let me see if I can stretch it. See, this is what happens when I talk and craft. Oh no, okay, wait. I wanted to, okay, good. It's not dry yet. There is some time. I don't want to pull that. I just want to pull this up and over. One moment, please. Okay, there. All right, there. Okay, I just want to kind of come over the top. I don't know. Do I want it over the top? Because I want to be able to see that part. Maybe that was a happy accident right there. I think it was. All right. You run and walk for the t-shirts. That's funny. All right. So I know what I'll end up doing is I'm going to put, there's a product called Fray Check, and I'm going to do the Fray Check across the top of that and across the bottom because I don't want to pull it. I don't, yeah, I don't want to pull it over the top now that I looked at it because I want to do the inside. Darcy was just, when we did Gasparilla, Darcy was just all about the military that was running in front of us. That was her big thing, was keeping up with the military guys that were in front of us. That was pretty funny. I'm going to use the end of that because how'd that shift? There it goes. Okay. Alrighty. Then I'm going to cut the bottom. Oh my gosh. Okay. I probably should cut it from this way so I get the reason why I'm doing that part first is it needs to dry before I put the back on. Okay. Oh my gosh. I got this stuff everywhere. Ah, it's a mess. All right. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't know if it rolls off though once it's dry. I think it has to be kind of on the not quite dry yet. Toss the extra. It's getting there. So that's my goal, is to do that. That's my first section, is going to be on exercising. And each month I'm going to add something in. So my first month is walking, getting to the 5K. Second month is introduce the running, do another 5K and actually run the whole thing. And then the third month is going to be adding in some weight resistance, weight training. And then the next month, my focus. So each quarter of the year is going to have a focus, and each quarter of the book, each section of the book is going to be a different part of the year. So then I have, as April to June, excuse me, I'm going to work on health and meal prepping. So meal prep, try new recipes, and grow fresh vegetables. I bought some heirloom seed, and I've been working on a garden out in my backyard that I'm setting up, and I'm going to be growing my own vegetables this year, fruits and vegetables. And then other than pineapple, which there's nothing to growing a pineapple. I've done a little video on it because Dweety challenged me, and it's really super easy. The first year is always the hardest year because you have to wait 3 years before you get one, but just toss it in the ground. And then that 3 years goes by super fast. And before you know it, you have a pineapple. That pineapple gives another pineapple. And they continue on. Every year you'll have pineapples. Some years you'll have 2 pineapples because one may have a shooter. If you don't pull the shooter off, it will have a pineapple, and you'll yield 2 pineapples off one plant. And if you leave the shooter attached for the following year, you get more shooters. They produce more pineapples. That's how you multiply. And before you know it, you're like Oprah and you have a pineapple plantation. August to October, I'm doing organizing and cleaning. I always like to do that in the fall. I do spring clean, but in the fall, I like to just get rid of all the things I haven't used throughout the year, give away, take to the donation center. So that's going to be my August to October. And then I've kind of narrowed down what I want to do. And also then October to November, I'm doing travel. So that is going to look like camping, maybe going back to Australia for my graduation in December, which would be amazing if they open up the borders. And then I'm going to visit family. So that is my 4 sections. Wow, that only took me 20 minutes to explain that. Sorry. So let's get back to this. All right, now I'm going to add in this old wine label. And I'm going to use the Mod Podge, maybe glue stick. Since this is super thin, I don't really need Mod Podge. Probably ought to have some kind of glue sheet. So that's how I'm using my book. But I would just say to everyone, think about your coming up year, what changes you need to make to your life, what changes you need to make to just get things accomplished and not just let another year go by. You know, I just didn't want the years go by so quickly, and I just didn't want another year just going by in a blur and go, oh, I got absolutely nothing out of that year. Okay, so I got my label, then I'm going to put down, okay, so I made this. This is crepe paper. And I ran it on my sewing machine. And if you run it and you don't do a back stitch at the beginning, and then you don't, but then you back stitch it at the end to hold it into place, you can pull the thread and it will pull it all in like this. So I took a regular sheet of crepe paper and I cut the crepe paper down the middle to get this narrow or however wide you want it. And then you have this nice crinkly, ruffly type trim. The trick with putting this down so that it doesn't unsquish, what do you call it, unruffle, is to glue it into place first. So, and then go ahead and cut it. So I'm just going to take my Mod Podge to do this, I think, because my Fabri-Tac leaves a lot to be desired. So I'm going to run some of that across. You can hand stitch this also. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can just do big long running stitches and you can get the same look. So all you would need then is a needle and thread. And then you have this nice little ruffle embellishment, right? Okay, so I'm going to line that up at the bottom. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Happy New Year. Glad you could join us. And I'm just going to run that even with my inside mat. Don't know what happened to my wet wipe. Don't need that right now. And I have some scissors. These are these massive Tim Holtz scissors. They're so huge. I have a pair of smaller ones actually somewhere. All right, so that once you glue that down, you'll be able to cut it. I would take a little drop of glue or a glue stick, and I would just add a little bit of glue to the thread on the back of where you're going to cut, and that way it won't release and spring out, and then you'll lose your ruffle. So that is working with that. And then you just tuck that into the Mod Podge and that will hold that ruffle into place. Okay, that's that. Then I have this I want to put down here. And this is just a bit of canvas. I just stitched it to some cotton batting pieces, leftover pieces I had. I didn't want to throw them out, but I thought they'd make cute titles. Like you could stamp on it. And I probably need Fabric Tech for this, but we'll just try Mod Podge and see what happens. Should hold it. So there's that. Just going to take a little while to dry, that's all, but it'll hold it. But I thought you could stamp on there, but I decided I was going to use one of his salvage chipboard pieces, or the chipboard piece. I do want to ink the edge, I think. Let me see, let me get my ink out. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm ignoring anyone who has come in. I haven't said hi to Lori Loves Montana. Hi, Lori. Happy New Year. Who else we got in here? Ashley, Arlene, Little Gypsy. Cute name. Very cute. Okay, so I think I want to add some ink to the edge, just to distress it a little bit. Maybe not black soot, ground coffee. Yeah, maybe black soot. I don't have. I just noticed I do not have that any like chip sapphire. I have none of that. Oh wait, I do have the chip sapphire. I like the gray. It's okay. I do have it in the crayon. I don't know why I don't have like blue jeans, faded blue jeans. I don't have any of the blue in the mini. Did he not come out with them, or I was gone and I missed that release? Hi, Pandora's box. Okay, so that's going to go there. Again, I'm just going to add some Mod Podge on the back and stick that down there. Yeah, that's still wet because I forgot I wanted to tuck some things in behind that. So I just have, I don't know which one. I wanted to use this because I had 21. I have a whole set of these vintage or antique, I don't even, they're pretty old. They were, what do you call those, counter, where you stick them on the counter and the prices like on the cabinet or the shelf pricing. That's what it is. Old store shelf pricing. So anyway, I do have these and I found the 21 and I've just made a copy. So I thought that would be cute to tuck in here. I know I have the girl I want to put in, which I don't know if you'll see her. See. And then the 21 like that. Yeah. All right. Got that in. Let me use my glue stick. So if you have any questions, you can ask Darcy because she's reading the chat for me. It's a little hard to read chat and work with glue. Let me see what else I have. I've got an old stamp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer some stuff in. I am going to put her on, and I'm just going to use glue stick for that. Let's get her tucked in to here. Let me see. I just loved her little, I like her attitude, her little pose. Just good. I'm like, she's like looking out, thinking about her intentions, and gonna get it done this year. I love her little bell bottoms. They're super cute. Her little denim corduroy. It looks like corduroy, the way they drew the lines in. Okay, so there's that. Don't think this is quite dry yet. That's good because I have to finish tucking. Then I'm going to, I have like an old drive-in ticket that comes, no, that came in the kit. I do have one of these. What else I have? I don't want to cover the too much, but I do want to kind of layer some fun stuff up. That I can liken that right there. What else? Oh, I like this. How can I put this in? I've already glued that down. I like the Life is a Beautiful Ride. Oh, shoot. Oh, good. Nobody's dry yet. Nobody's dry. Nobody's dry yet. Yay. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to put, this is actually a sticker, but all right, let's see. I want that like that. Yeah, like that. Then I've got another one of these. This is an old drugstore label for turpentine. And that'd be cute. I'm gonna cover over that. And I got the 21. Yeah, and that way it just looks like, okay, I'm liking this. All right, so now I need to glue everything down. This stamp has it's a 1 cent stamp. That's why I pulled that, because I thought for January. I don't recommend licking old labels or old stickers because you never know where they've been. I was telling Dee Dee that the other day when she was streaming, because she had bought a kit from me. And I was like, don't lick the label. Don't lick the Christmas label, because I knew where they came out of. And I had like dug that box out of somebody's garage, and it was, yeah, really nasty. I do clean up everything before I put it in the kits. So, however, I don't recommend that you lick any kind of vintage item, only because you don't know where it's been. So I was like, no, don't lick it. All right, there's that. Do I want to add one more? No, I don't want to add one more, because I think that it will take away from her. I do want to go in maybe with some, I have this distress crayon. But in order to do that, the distress crayon, I'm going to have to let me use some collage medium. I'm working quickly. That's because I have 2 hours, and I know that my skill level for stitching in signatures is very challenged. And I know that part is going to take me a while. So layering is easy. It's all just about balance and slapping it, knowing what you like and slapping it down. That's not a problem for me. So let's see. I'm going to just come in with some, I'm using the Tim Holtz collage medium because I really like how it dries, and it doesn't, I'm just going to rub it in with my finger so I don't see any brush strokes. Not that I can find my brush. I think I had this issue the last time too I was streaming. I was like, where are all my brushes? I've really got this room. I should switch it and organize in January. But I will do my room. I will get my craft stuff. I've culled down all my craft stuff into a closet. Now, anybody who knew me from before knew I had a room, floor to ceiling, full of stuff. And that was quite the feat to get it all. I'm still going through, I'm destashing, which reminds me, I just uploaded a few destash items in my shop in case somebody wants to buy needs some stuff for their craft room. I do have a destash section, and that section will be getting really full in the month of January. Just saying, I need some bling on here. Definitely. Weekly pass. Do I want just like something small, or do I want something big? I'm thinking, oh, I like the clock. That's kind of cool. Do I want to add the clock, tuck the clock in there? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to tuck the clock right in here. You have to have just a little bit of sparkle. Come on. Look at that. All right. Are you serious? No, I did not know that. All right, so that's my cover. Yay. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'm looking at this thing, and I should have pulled this over more. If you do this, pull this over more. I have too much to the front. I'm not going to get 4 signatures. I get 4 thin signatures, but I got to put the other one. I got to put the back on here. That's all right. They're not going to be thick. It's only for writing. All right. Now, I want to paint this part. I decided I was going to paint it. I've got a couple of paints pulled, and I would love to paint this, but I need to find a brush. So hang on. I better not destash house emboss folders, a strip of houses. If I find that, I have not found my embossing folders yet from when everything was packed up out of the craft room. But if I ever come across that, I will let you know if I come across it. So no, I'm not finger painting that. One moment, please. I know that I have. I just saw it this morning. Oh, it sunk down in my pencil cup. See, I knew I had a little brush. I don't know that I'm going to like that brush. That's very, very bristly. Let me see if I have something else. Like, I've got a foam brush. That's good. Oh my gosh, that foam brush is, who remembers making memories? That's like 20 years old right there, that foam brush. Okay, then I'm going to get this out. All right, so this is, I'm done with that. This stuff, not my foam brush. Okay. So I'm thinking, wait, I gotta see. I need to find out. Oh, I forgot. I want to add some of these to the front. Maybe right here. Let's see. Trust your crazy ideas. Listen to your heart. It will show you the way. Collect beautiful moments. Today is a good day. Make it count. That's the one I want. I'm going to do make it count. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to add like that. Make it count. I feel like I need one more. Live gently. Life is good. Party without a cake. It's just a meeting. Be brave with your life. That's good. Let's do that one. Now, I don't want to do just because. I want to live. Creativity takes courage. Let me just let life surprise you. No, I don't want that. You must be present to win. There we go. Okay. Done. Must be. Present to win. I think that kind of goes with this theme of this book. Yep. Okay, I think that's done. So I can go in. And the trick to using distress crayons, I know people have an issue. They don't like distress crayons, but I was sharing this the other day in my recording that if you take collage medium and you put it over top of your item, then you go in with your crayon. Then all you do is you work quickly before it dries. Just take a wet finger and you can go around and it will smudge out the crayon. That's the trick, to use the collage medium or Mod Podge. I actually like that collage medium. I just don't have I'm at the end of my little bottle. I ordered some more. So that's the trick to working with these crayons, is you just dampen your finger and then it smudges out. If you do it on dry paper, it will not smudge, it grabs. And so the trick is to go ahead and, I know I love distress crayons, and people don't use distress crayons because they don't realize that, like, if you just go direct to paper, it grabs the paper and sinks into the paper, and then you cannot like erase it, or you cannot, you can't remove it, or you can't smudge it, because you'll always have that demarcation in your paper. But if you add the matte medium or collage medium first and then put it on top of it, you can just use like a damp finger. And I'll put mine on I have a baby wipe next to me that I just, dab my finger on, and then you can just smudge it out. Or you can use a water brush. You can use a water brush to smudge it out. And they're great for coloring in on those little people, oh my gosh, what are they called? His found relatives, the glossy card found relatives. They're nice for coloring those in also. Hi, Gail. I missed you coming in. Hello to anyone else who's coming in. I'm at the hour mark. Oh my goodness, people. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to set that aside. I need to paint this, and then I'm going to set it aside and start working. What was my page it's next to it going to have on it? Oh, I want to do this in like pink. I'm glad Eileen, I don't think, is in here. So she will not be eeking in here at all, doing any kind of eek. I am going to do some pink. I know this has a dauber, but this is so old. I have a feeling, this is spun sugar. I have a feeling that all the daubers have been dried out. They're so, shoot, how old is this thing? I have no idea. When did Distress Paint come in? So I'm just going to roughly go over it. I don't want to cover the blue up totally, because a lot of the things that I have blue in it. And I'm not necessarily going to worry about those circles, because I'm going to put paper in there. I'm going to punch paper after the paint dries. So I'm just going to kind of dry brush it. I want the blue to kind of peek through a little bit. Oh my gosh, I got like a huge thing of glue right there. That might be a problem when I stitch my signatures in. Just saying. Okay, good enough. So I do want some of that blue. I might go back in with some sandpaper once that dries. And okay, so I'm going to set this aside to dry, and I will get working on the next section. And my next section, so it's going to be this one, because it is going to go like this, like that. So while that's drying, like that. So we're going to attach this to the back, and then that's where my signatures are going to go in there. And then that I'm having a soft binding, and that will be my book. So this is all going to stay the same. I'm just going to put memories and things that I was thinking I might type out my times for different races. I thought that could be fun. So maybe make this section for like food, this section for health, and the first section for like memories. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing. So I may do this, and then in each little circle, I could type up like my time for different races, and I could put like the date and the time, and then I could add like little pictures and stuff to the circles. So in the kits, everybody gets a different folio. So there's like dimes, there's nickels, there's quarters, there's mixed ones. You're just going to get what you get, but you can decorate the little circles. They're fun to decorate, and we will get to that. Okay. Now, where was I? This is going to be the back, and this is the inside. And I want to do the inside, and I'm going to grab some paper. I do have that pulled, what I want to put on the inside. That's right here. I did cut down the paper already. I wanted some of the blue to show around it. In my kit, it came with a frame. I thought I'm going to frame something. Maybe the end of the year, I'll put me in my graduation gown. That's kind of what I was thinking. I did pull some stuff. Like I had some button cards. I pulled a bunch of stuff. I had some more movie tickets and a yo-yo and a flower bouquet. So I was just pulling stuff out of my stash. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where this takes us. Glue this down. Oh, I have this now. I forgot. I want to get this good and wet. And all the way out to the edges because we don't want lifted edges. Just going to put that down. Oh, I want to see if I have some. I think what I'll do is pop up the frame. Okay. Good on you drinking water. That's one of the things on my list. I need to do a tracker. I need to have a tracker for my list page so I can track my water. Okay. See what happens? It just disappears. I don't know what happened to that yellow thing, but I do have a stampy thingy. Scrape out the extra underneath. And I come in here and wipe off any extra. That's down. I got this. I'm thinking about popping that up and then making that so where I can slide a photo in. So I do need some foam tape, which I have. And I'm going to put it on three sides. So I can still slip my photo in at the top. Martha, oh my gosh, are you in Florida? I had no idea. Do you live down here all the time, or are you just here seasonally? Why am I just learning this? Craft supplies, what? Are limited here in Florida. Need to start a new collection, or you can just come to my house and take stuff out of my garage. Happy to share. Of course, you'll have to go through boxes. You're here full time? Where are you in Florida? Do you mind putting, you can put the general area in if you don't want to put like what city you live in. Oh my gosh, why am I just learning? I'm just finding this out. Where have I been? Darcy, Martha's in Florida. That's so exciting. What? Are you on the East Coast? You are not. That's where I am. Why are we not getting together to craft? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't have a crafty friend. Leanne moved away and left me. Is Leanne still in here? She moved away and left me. You moved 2 months ago. Oh, Leanne's still in here. Yeah, so I have no, well, I have crafty friends, but they live far. They live down in South Florida. One of them is, I think you remember JJ. She was Vintage Joy on here from back in the Ustream days. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, you have to DM me. Find me on Instagram, the Preppy Crafty Girl on Instagram, and send me. Are you on Instagram? Because I'm not on Twitter. I left the Twitter world. Okay, so I'll be able to slide my photo in. And then I'm gonna maybe back this. Oh, you're from West Palm Beach? That's about the area that they live in. Yep. And in fact, my one friend, she lives in Miami. My other friend lives in Boynton Beach, which so it's close. But I say she lives in Miami too. I just consider anyone who lives below a certain area, and that's all Miami to me because it just has grown so much. I don't really go down there. I'm just using some score tape because this is pretty heavy duty. Okay, cool. I'm going to find you on there. I'm going to DM you. We've got to get together. That is so exciting. I'm so excited. Like, seriously. Do you want to go to the flea market together? Because they're having the big Renninger's flea market in February. Not February. January. It's the end of January. We can do a meetup there, hang out, say hey. I am like over the top excited right now. I'm evidently going to have to put myself in the photo there. I can see it. I can already see it. Okay, I have these little drive-in. I want to use these because it has to do with the movies. So I just tuck them in. Tuck these in. Like that. That. Like, seriously. You love flea markets. Oh, I know, Leanne. Isn't it awesome? Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. We definitely need to do a meetup there. I'm going to be going. I will DM you for sure. I have a friend, my friend who's artist. She's coming up. Not Joycey won't come. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Joycey won't come up because of or Joy JJ. She won't come up because of COVID still because she has some health issues. But I went to the last one. Everybody's very respectful of your space, and everyone wears, pretty much everyone. I would say 85% of the people wear masks. If you're concerned about that, it's relatively. I felt safe. I mean, I'm more worried about the flu. So personally, I don't want to get any sickness to my house, but I personally, I had the flu when I was in Australia. I was miserable. It was the worst flu I had ever gotten in my entire life. It was awful. And when I look back at it, I'm thinking, when I look back at that, I'm like, was it really the flu? Oh my gosh. I'm going to put flowers there. I think I'm going to add. Oh my gosh, I've got something. Oh, happy. Yes. Okay, wait. I need to cut that. Oops. I just cut the thing that was holding it together. Not smart. Okay, like that. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Hi, Towel. Towel. I don't know how to pronounce your name. And I'm sure right now I am. Okay, I'm really liking this. I'm going to have to add some little stronger adhesive because I'm sticking it onto. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love the happy because this will be a happy moment when I finally graduate from college. Quite a journey. Just saying. Okay, did I not glue this down? I thought I did. Maybe I'll tuck in some foam tape in there. Renninger's is in Mount Dora, but there's also one in Melbourne. There's a good one in Melbourne. That might be closer for you, coming up from South Florida. And there's a lot of good vintage shops in Melbourne. It's one of my favorite places to go to. Okay, so this is a little lumpy on the inside, but that's okay because it's going to be in the back of the book and it will go like that. So that's going to be that spot. That's done. Yay. Okay, we're moving right along. This is still tacky. I don't want to work on that yet. Oh my gosh, this is what I miss. I miss their faceted blings are amazing. Do you see the sparkle? I loved their bling cards. Oh my gosh, I love these things. And I wish that someone would come out with these. I don't know who, but I doubt Tim Holtz would come out with something like this. It's pretty girly. But they're like really nice thickness for layering, but then they're the whole thing is faceted. So it's super, super blingy. Love, personally. Okay, so let me get this closed up. Then we can work on the next section, which is the opening section, which is this flap. And this is going to be super easy because I decided that I did this last night. I decided I was going to do a landing page. So this page is going to be super easy. So what I did was oh, your company used to have an office in Melbourne. Yeah, it's really nice. I like the Melbourne area. Okay, but shh, don't tell anybody because we don't want more people coming to Florida. Stay where you are. No, I'm kidding. I know they're not in business anymore. I talked about that earlier. I'm so sad. So anyway, I took some craft paper, some scrapbook paper, and I layered it on. I had a whatnot from them. They called them whatnots, and it had this girl on it. Thought this was cute. This is a vintage memo pad that I had. One has phone calls and one had memos. So I layered those on, and then I ran it through my laminator because I thought I could use that as a sticky note landing page to put my thoughts and my notes, and I'm just going to clip that right onto that paper so that when then that way it's thin, it's right there. I can put down my Post-it notes, and I have a dashboard. Yes, I see my time. I have till 12:30, so we are rolling right along. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to get this finished, but what I'll probably end up doing is I will just keep working on it. You can always come back to my channel. I will finish this. No, I'm done at 12:30. I have 10:30 to 12:30. Oh, okay. Has a tennis shop there. Tennis club. That's cool. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm big on sticky notes, and I thought I could just sticky note them in here, and I thought that was really cute, and I had this to match. So that is going on that page. Okay. Then I'm going to do, I think what I'll do is this will be maybe my race time page. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave these how they are for now. I'm not going to paint them. And then I've got that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to, is that dry? Glue the back in. So I'm going to get out this Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. This time I'm not going to do a big old, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I got to put paper down on the back first. Hold 1 second, please. I'm going to put paper down. Here we go. I've already pre-cut. Aren't I nice? So oh, she's not on until 2? Maybe I thought I'm till 12:30, right? Oh, she's not coming on till 2? I thought she was on right after me. Okay. Maybe they left a little break for lunch in case people want to go have a meal. I'm assuming. I have no idea. So let's just get this on real quick with some of that Mod Podge. Mod Podge. See, Dweety, if you're in here, I do pronounce it properly. Just saying. Just saying. Because a lot of people call it, what do they say? Mod Podge. There's no Mod in the title. It's just and I do say button, not button, button. And every time I say it, I laugh because I can hear Dweety saying it in her stream. And then she's always like, don't email me. All right, so this is going to be the back. Again, I think this is Cashmere Dame. This one is their Cashmere Dame line. I don't know if you can get this line anymore. I haven't looked online to find out if someone is selling their stash off. But if somebody has this Blitz Girl line in their repertoire of their craft room buried in some box and you're not using it and you don't want it and you want to get rid of it, message me. Come find me on Instagram. Send me a message or put it down in the links below because I love their products. Love, love, love. All right. And I don't think I have any of the Cashmere Dame extra little bits and bobs. I think I only had the paper. Fun. It was a typo on the bottle. Oh my gosh. There should be a Mod Podge emoji. Totally agree. Okay, thanks, Darcy. Okay, so now we have the back covered. Okay, and then we have the inside. And then I've got my little landing pad. And let me see what else I have. Okay, so I want to go back and pull this stuff for this. I want to decorate this first before I glue it. So I'm going to set this aside. And yeah, do I have sandpaper? Because sandpaper would be really awesome. I don't believe. Darcy, look at this picture I found of us. Oh, wait, I thought it was us. It's not. Sorry. Fake. Do I have sandpaper? Maybe not. Darn. It would have been nice to sandpaper this, but I will ink the edge. That I can do. Oh, I need to put this and this in a wet wipe for now because I don't want that drying out. Oh, I know. I know, Brenda. Same here. Same here. Mom has a bunch of the Cashmere Dame. What? Did you give her all your what? Black soot, walnut stain, maybe gathered twigs. Let's try that one. just gonna kind of go around the edge with some brown. I do not know where my, okay. Now I am gonna hit the edge with some fray check, so I just don't have any right here, but I will. I recommend doing that so that it doesn't continue to fray. Unless you like the frayed look, then let it fray away. Okay, there's that. Then I'm gonna take some of my extra papers, the leftover bits and pieces, and I'm going to, I pulled a few punches that I know work in the little holes on mine, and I'm going to punch some paper, which, where are all my extra little bits of paper? You probably live near me because I am 8 miles from Disney. So we probably live next to, what if we lived in the same neighborhood? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That would be so funny. All right, so one of the things I was playing around with is you don't have to use scrapbook paper in these. If you have something with like tiny type, you can go in and you could just cut. This would be so cute. Is just to go ahead. This has a 1 on it, so I'm gonna, and just punch out of your ephemera. Punch out little pieces of ephemera, and you can just put that in there. So this is a 1-inch punch, which fits in the quarter, kind of. It's fine. It's close enough. I'm not gonna argue with it. So that's there. The other one that I found worked is the, I think this one's the 3/4 inch punch, and this one worked for the dime, or it would say cent on it. So, what? You gave her all your glitz? Oh my gosh! Try not to panic. Try not to panic. Oh gosh, I cannot believe it. All right. So, let's see. I know I just had a piece of my scrap paper. And I just have some little bits and pieces in here to pick from. Like, okay, so I have this. I have some of these little printouts. She's cute. Might put her in one like that. And then see, she fits in there. So these are fun. You just start to kind of add and embellish your little circles. Another thing that works is to add some bling in some of these. I know, for instance, this, I know this size fits in here. So you can add some dimensionals. To the front cover, you can add dimensionals because you have your album in here. So you can go ahead and just layer away. So I'm going to just put that there. Another thing I want to do is I pulled some things for this front that I might want to use. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hubba Hubba. I love that. Okay, I may have to, let me pull this one out. I'm definitely going to have to glue these in, I can tell, because I like in the Hubba Hubba. Let me just stick that on the back of that for now. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do on this page was to, what else you can do with your Dollar Tree. This is all from the Dollar Tree, this crepe paper, is you can make a rosette. So this has a cute little sticker dimensional, And I thought, oh, how cute would that be to do a rosette on the inside? And so I got out some of my crepe paper. And what you're going to do is, it is sticky. I don't know how sticky this is, but you just start pleating like this, right? So you just start pleating your crepe paper. And then I can always go back in and trim it down to the size I want it. And so that's what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to pleat all the way around in a circle like so. And it just adds a little something, something. It's very inexpensive. Like I said, you can get a whole roll of this, you know, all different colors from the Dollar Tree. I know Hobby Lobby has some nice prints. Theirs is $1.99 for a humongo roll that you will never use up in all of eternity unless you have a party. Yeah, the nice thing that my college is doing is that they're, because of the virus restrictions, they are allowing you to come. They only have graduation in December, but if you graduate in any year that the country's closed, then they will allow you to walk in any other year. So I'm hoping, because I graduate in July, and I'm hoping that I can get back there. They only have a December graduation in Australia, and I'm hoping that I can get back for December, my December graduation, because that would be amazing. It's on my list of things to do. But if I can't graduate this year, which I don't want to speak that out, if I can't, then I can always go the following year or the year after. They will allow you to, which I thought was really nice, because their graduation is amazing celebration. Oh my gosh. It's an amazing celebration. And there's just confetti falling everywhere. So much fun. Okay, so look at this. Oh my gosh, this is going to be cute. Okay, on my trim, I don't know, because I have the whole circle all the way around. I like that. So just continue. And because this was a sticker, normally I would go in and glue this down, but because it's a sticker, it is actually holding it for me. So that's another way to add a little something, something to your little cardstock stickers if you have some. So there we're going. We're almost done. And then on the very end, I'll add a touch of glue just to make sure that it stays in place for me. So I'm just going to cut that off. Fun, huh? I'll put this in the kit that I'm giving away, so you'll have something to play with for yourself. Let's see. I'm going to use a glue stick. I'm just going to glue that into place like that. So there's that. Look how cute she is. She needs a little saying. We're going to have to find a cute little saying for her. Okay. Then I had this piece, which I thought was really cute, to add in. I don't care if I cover the holes, to be honest with you. I don't need a whole lot on the front cover. I probably need to put something in down here. Maybe that, I'll move that there. Let's glue that in. Or I don't want to really glue them in. I can always tuck, so it's okay. Let's glue this down. Okay, I'm not going to make a comment on that. And that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Where's Joycey? Where's Joycey? Where's Eileen when you need her? Where's Eileen when you need her for comments like that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got that. I may have to trim that little thing off, and that's fine. How cute. Okay, wait. I need to raise this up just a tad. I'm going to put that over there. I kind of want the Hello Gorgeous. Isn't that nice to have Hello Gorgeous every time you open up your journal? Okay, so I got that. Then I pulled this, but I don't know that I need this because I really liked to receive, to greet, to welcome. Do I need that? I don't know that I need that. If I do that, it looks like it's just like layered papers on there. I really like that, to receive, to greet, to welcome. Then I'd have that welcome, but I'd lose the Hello Gorgeous. But I have a stamp that says Hello Gorgeous, and I can always come back in. I think I'm going to layer that in like that. I need to put some dimensional tape behind it. It's a French, but I'm not going to use the French side. I'm going to use the other side. Put in some of this. That's a shocker. That's a shocker. You're keeping your mouth shut on that one. Too funny. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Then let's add this in with, this is going to need something a little thicker because it's a little on the heavier side. So I'm going to use some of this Goopy 3-in-1. I think this just got old. I've had it since we went to CHA the last time, or whatever, not CHA, but what's it called now? They don't call it CHA anymore. But when Darcy and I went, we got a bunch of stuff from Beacon. Let's see, I think I want to tuck this in a little bit better. Oh, good thing that's glossy cardstock. Okay. Welcome. Maybe I should trim that. Let me pull this off. Uh-oh. Let me trim. I think I'm going to trim this little ruffly edge. I think it's a little too much. Okay, I'm the worst at cutting a circle. Oh my goodness. Try to stick to the top of those. I want to cut the tail off that little medallion. Okay. That's better. Okay, this side's too big now. Came in a lot closer on that side. Yeah, that's better there. Now you can see a little better. Okay, that's cute. I'm going to see if I can find a little word. All right, so I got that. I want to see if I have I'll get a little word right there. Let's see. Maybe I'll put the bling. Maybe I'll put the hubba bubba down here. Hubba down here. No. I'm going to put it there. Okay. And then I went around and I gathered up some little bits and bobs. I have this Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. I have this little container that whenever I find any little, you know, a lot of thrift stores will have a bin and it will have like all little tossed away little items like from people's junk drawers. When I go to estate sales, I love going through people's junk drawers because you find little treasures in their junk drawers, like plain, like little missing, like a missing earring, and you might only have like one earring. So what I did was I have a jar of all of that, and I went through and I pulled just a bunch of little stuff that I thought would fit in these little spaces. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill the spaces. This is another thing you can do. In the kits, you get these little yearbook. You get a strip of these little yearbook girls. These are another thing that you could, if you even had one of your mom or family member or yourself, you could punch it and put it in there. So wherever I put, and I've got like all different things fit in these, like here's Dumbo, a little Dumbo pin. I don't even know where I got that. I don't know if you guys have these. They're some kind of metal sticker. I don't even know who makes them. They were a Brad, but they're not. They look like a Brad, but they're not. And, oh, okay. It's like Toll House cookies. Got it, Joycey. Thank you. Now I'm wanting Toll House cookies, chocolate chip cookies. I could make some. I have some chocolate chips in my freezer. Thanks a lot, girl. So you could add some of these in or cut the brads. This is a little heart that I found, a little heart coin, and see that will fit in there. Let's see. I have a pin, like see this little patriotic pin, and all I would do with this is, oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got glasses on, so don't email me. I've got protective eyewear on, but I would use like a wire cutter of some sort, and I don't even know if this is going to work. If it'll get down there. Uh-oh. I did it over the trash can, and my pin went flying into the trash can. So now I got to pull it out of the trash can. Oh, no. If I can find it. It went down in there. Oh, it went down. Of course, it's probably fell down at the bottom, and I'm having to go through all the trash. Okay. I hear you. There. All right. So I cut the back off. That's all I meant to say. And then you'd have a flat little embellishment to put in the circle. So like I said, you could put photos, you could put, here's a little earring. And what I would do is I would just take this and cut off. You could even do, this one's soft. I could do this with the Tim Holtz. It's soft metal. I lied. It's not soft metal. So I've got to get out my massive wire cutters and cut that off. And then I could add like little earrings, little charm. So they're fun. You could leave them empty. And then, oh, you think those are basic gray? Yeah, I don't know who made these. I've had them. They were just in a drawer, like I said. Little price tags. If you want to tuck a little price tag in there, that would be cute. And then put a little word on there. All these fit in the, you could put this, you're not stuck to the size too. You could just put it in because anything circular would add and keep that kind of going. I have a little owl, little ivory owl charm, and I could put him in there. So anything that fits in, and if you only have the tiny little dime size, like I said, find something circular, and punch it out and put it in there. So like this. So even the small dime size or cent size, you could still see, look, you can still put that in there. Like some flair, you still put it over top of the circle, and that would just give you that grid. You could put the charm, and the charm could come out of the circle. So those are just some thoughts. I have this button, a vintage button that has, it's a button that is a Oh, see, that's fun. That would be fun. You could do like your whole mom's collection of buttons in here. That would be fun. Or if you don't want to use the actual button, take some photos of your button collection and then punch out pictures of some fun buttons and just put the picture in the little holes. That would be fun. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of, so I just pulled some things like here's a little anchor charm, things like that you just want to add into your, and I'm going to collect along the way. I'm not necessarily going to fill these in today. Definitely not. Don't have enough time for that. It's 12:10. Okay, so let's go back and let's get some stuff we can punch out. Also, I have some of these Jenny Bolins. See, these are little round label stickers. These fit in here also, and you could use that as the paper background, and that's what I'm thinking. So I need some backgrounds in here. Root beer, I had this, and I just smashed it down in my Sizzix, gosh, like years ago. I like this little saying here. I think I'm going to add this little strip. This was from an old hymnal that I had, and I cut this saying out, I guess, a long time ago, and it was in my little jar with all my little treasures. So this, I think, is really good. I'm going to add this now. It says, God the Lord through every nation, let thy wondrous mercy shine. And I think that's so apropos for this time, this season. And I'm going to, I can't believe I found that last night when I was trying to find little things to put in here. So I'm going to add that. I don't know what hymn it goes to. I probably should Google it, but I'm just going to add that onto there. It's my word. Yep. So let's see. I love the hubba bubba. Hubba hubba. Hubba hubba. I need some smaller things that I can punch. So I've got some scrap paper that I can punch some smaller shapes out of. Whoop. I thought I had see, I think that's the 1 inch. This is the 1 1.25, and the 1 1/4 is too big for that. So the 1 inch is a little too small. I mean, it just fits. It leaves the edge. And then for the 1/4, then what you could do also is you could paint the background and then punch it with the 3/4 if you have the nickel size. And I do have the tiny punch for this actually fits the dime, a little small for the nickel, but it does, the 3/4 inch punch does fit that size. So I'm just going to go in here and put in some background paper. The other thing you could do is cut a bigger circle and then just take some kind of, are you serious? That's cool. You could just take and just go around the edge and make an indentation, and then you could cut the circle out. Like I said, I am not the best at cutting circles, so I'm going to use a paper punch instead. And I have dictionary paper, so I could, if I found a word that I really loved, like, oh, beloved, that's a good word, I could add that in. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to see if I can get that word. I think I lost everybody. They're all running out to their mailbox. Beloved. Love that. Okay. I'm going to put that in. So this is really thin dictionary paper, but I love that. You could put some beads in, like drop a couple little teeny seed beads in there. You could make a little shaker in one of these spots. You could put some use some of your acetate left over from your packaging, and you could put a little shaker in here, which I may do on maybe another page. Oh, that would look really cool. If I could, I should have thought about that, where I could have put that word in the middle. I still can. Be love. Love that. And then put it behind that charm. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. So I need to punch another one because love that. All right. Let's see. I need to add a little glue to the edge. I mean, the things you could do is be love. I love that. You should be love to each other. Okay. What's the definition there? Greatly love, dear to the heart, one greatly loved. Good word. Oh, okay, you're all still here. I thought it didn't pass. Okay, so that's cute. I'm going to put that in there, but I'm going to put some paper behind it first. So let me get that. Let me get a scrap here somewhere. I need to add some red in since I've got red there. But I think this is one's going to be too small. I wish I had a 5/8. Do they make a 5/8 circle? Oh, I don't know what that. I haven't been staying on top of any of that. Okay. Do they make a 5? Do they make a 5? I know they make a 5/8 inch square. Let me try. See, this is where I was saying that you could trim it down just a little bit. Because I think, or 6/8 of an inch would probably be the right size. I don't have a stylus. I do have a pencil I could use. Is that like the monthly thing that they did for people that are out of work? Oh, what's a shaker? I was gonna say I would make one, but I don't have anything I could put in it because that's all in boxes. So I wasn't prepared to. It's where you take a piece of acetate and you put like beads or little confetti and you sandwich it in between two things that's clear, and then when you shake it the little pieces move around. Does that make sense? Oh, got it. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And I'm going to glue that down. And then put that in there. Oh, they do make a 5/8 inch circle punch. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is 3/4. Yeah, I need the 5/8. I'm going to have to use a coupon. Thanks for looking, Arlene. Yeah, I gotcha. I knew what you were talking about. That's awesome, because that would be I think that would work perfectly in, this is the nickel, I think, or it says 1/2 cent, which I have no idea what that was. I mean, these are from like these are collectors from, well, it said 1700s. Coins from the 1700s. I don't know. Some of them aren't as late as that, so they have more normal sizes, but I think I didn't do a very good job gluing that in. I'm going to leave some spaces for photos of things of myself or whatever, places I've gone. I know Darcy's using it for like our projects. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I like the red behind that. I need something heavy duty. Actually, the collage medium you can use to glue heavy stuff down. So I'll probably use that. I need to store this upside down. Oh, I just got a drill bit that does circles at couple. Okay, so I bought this armoire that had been changed into, they made it like you could use it as a bar, and I'm using it as my coffee bar. But they didn't drill a hole for the cords to go through because they put beadboard, or not beadboard, but salvaged wood on the back of it. It's really cool. And I actually have a picture of it on my Instagram. So if you head over there, you can see it. Okay, I guess I won't be using this. Is this all out? Come on, just give me just a only need a little bit for my thing. Okay, I think I am out of. That's my favorite too. I really like. Oh wait, I've got a jar. This will work. This is actually probably better. Probably better. Okay, did I finish that thought? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, no, I didn't finish the thought. So because they didn't put anywhere to put your cords down, like if you put, like I made a coffee bar, so I have like my teapot, like coffee and tea, like a beverage station, and then I have my Keurig, and there was nowhere to put it down. So I had to go to the hardware store, and I was talking to the guy, and he's like, oh yeah, so he gives me this drill bit. And I mean, it's like this big around so that you get the cables in. And he's like, you want to drill down and then you want to go out. And I was like, okay. I felt like freaking Bob Vila. I was like so excited because I had a drill. He's like, do you have a drill? I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, you just let it work and it'll saw through there. It's this like circular saw bit or something like that. It's really cool. So I'm sitting there, I go down, I put it in there, I drill it. That was so exciting. And then I drill it out the back and I was able to run my cables. And I was like, I did this. I did this. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. I'm very challenged in that area, just saying. So I was pretty proud of myself that I drilled the hole and it worked. And I got to run my cables through the back of the armoire. I'm like, I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they don't drink coffee and they were thinking people were going to use it as an actual bar, probably. Thank you. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so that is good. I'm just going to leave a couple spaces empty for doing stuff later on. The other thing you could do is you could add words to the outside of the circle. So what I do with the Tim Holtz little word things. Oh, here, I have this red take it, I could punch that out. That would work. Oh, I don't want it to say ick. Maybe I'll do keep the coupon part. Keep coop. This upon. That's probably better. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So you don't have to use. Okay, that's cute. Okay. So let me go in. I gotta cut this a little bit smaller. Yeah, I'm thinking the 5/8 inch punch would work for that. The 1/2 cent. Oh my gosh, can you imagine having to keep track of 1/2 cents? I mean, we have a hard enough time keeping up with pennies. I didn't know they did a $600 one. I thought the deal was $2,000 for every person. How did it get back down to $600? Who knows? We won't even talk about that. How I feel about that whole thing. Okay. Just keep your eyes on things up above. Okay. There. Where are those words? Did anybody see where I put them? I put my word thing. Oh, here they are. Okay, so let's see. I could add some. Do I have anything? I think I'm going to leave some of these blank for my year. Definitely. Oh, got it. Yeah, the 1/2 cent must have been worth like a penny or a nickel now. I love the shine, so I'm just going to add just one word. I'm going to take this apart. I love shine. Okay. So you could add something to, see, you can add little word strips to the outside of it. You don't have to stay within the circle. And then, yeah. So I'm just going to, I probably should have inked around that. What was I thinking? I was not. I was talking. Let me ink around the card a little bit. Do I have pink? Because that would be pretty. I do have pink ink. I'm just going to use this because it's there. I don't know if you guys ever see these. If you have a Daiso, you can get these for $1. These are amazing to use with ink. They are so much better than those little round circle things. So if you have a Daiso, head there, go over to the makeup section. These are those for putting on foundation sponges. But these, just the way the handle is and the round thing, it's pretty amazing. And you can wash them. So if you're using the distress ink, you could, go in and wash it. I'm going to try the sponge sugar, just keep it soft. Oh wait, I've got one of these on here. Cool. I don't need to use that one. So I'm just going to go in and hit it, the edge. Has anybody been crafting along with anybody else? Has anybody made anything? I've just been watching. I haven't, because I was trying to get ready for today myself yesterday. So I was watching and I was doing some cooking. I made myself, I had a ham for Christmas and I made a ham bean soup, and so you have to dice the celery and the onions. So I was doing that all up yesterday. Okay, I like that. Adding just a hint of color to that. Oh, got it. I'm really holding my tongue right now. Woo, I'm doing a good job holding my tongue. I'm doing a good job holding my tongue right now. La, 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 la. Okay, That's that. That's that. And that's my inside. What time is it? 12:30. So do I just keep going until, can I just keep working? Okay, Terry, bye, hun. Yeah, I did the same thing, Joycey. Aw, Martha. Well, you know what? You kind of go through seasons and you moved, so I can totally understand that. I'm going to cut this edge off. I don't want that on the front. So we are moving right along. Okay, I'm going to attach this to the back, and then while that is drying to the back, I'm going to work on my signatures. Let me clear off some of this stuff. I do not need all this. I cleared it off, but then you know what? Then I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to put it, everybody just tell me that I'm putting it in this Ziploc bag. So if I say, oh, where was this? Then you all can tell me. I think I'm going to keep that out though. Where I put everything. It's in the Ziploc bag. Not like I only have one Ziploc bag here. I have a lot. So, okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to add in my adhesive along the back, but I don't want to do a whole lot. I just want to do a little bit because I went overboard on the cover part. And I'm going to just put this on here. And I'm going to line that up along the edge. See, that's what I wanted to do on the front. Just the edge. And get that glued down. Okay. Oh, just go till 1. Got it. Okay, so in 15 minutes, I'll do the giveaway. So somebody remind me in 15 minutes that I'm going to do the giveaway. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. If I do say so myself. All right. Then this is where my signatures are going to go. So, so cute. All right. So I'm going to set this aside while the back is drying. I think I need more. I think I'm going to need, that's not very wide because I messed up on the front. See, I shouldn't have put all that on the front. You know what I think I'm going to do? I've got an extra piece. Okay, people. I think I'm going to, because I messed up. You'll have enough if you don't mess up. But I messed up. So I'm going to have to add another piece because I want this to be wider. All right. Because I've got 4 signatures going in. So don't do what I did at the beginning. And you will have a plenty wide because this is 3 inches. And if I had just ran it down the edge, everything would have been fine. But I didn't. Okay. I have 1233. Darcy, can you throw the link up again to where they're supposed to go after me? It's Barb Owen's channel. All right. I think I'm going to like that better. I wish I hadn't messed up the front, but it's all right. Because my plan is, whoop. it's all right. You can't even hardly see because I kind of did it right on the line. If you glue it on the line, and then because okay, so this is where it's going. That, yeah, that's going to be better. I need to put 4 books in here because I did my year by quarters. Okay, so now I need to glue. I need to put this back down. So I'm going to put some more of that down. And then like that. See, it would have been plenty if I didn't mess the front up. But that's what you get when you get me without my coffee. Just saying. Okay, because what I have to put on the binding is everybody got, and I mean, if you get a kit, you're going to get this. These are old Air Force patches. I found them at a flea market, and I had just enough to put in the kits. If you, the giveaway one has a patch that's it's a vintage Girl Scout patch. So because I didn't have enough of these to put in the kits and then to show you, but this is what you're going to do with it, is we're just going to add this to the binding like that. So that'll get glued on after you do this, after you stitch in your signatures. Then you're just going to take this and you're going to just glue it on the binding like that. But I love the fact that yeah, that I found those. That was kind of cool find. So those are in and I called it the New Year's Eve kit in my shop. And those are in that kit. Okay, so there is the book so far. It's going to have a soft binding. And then I want to just do one signature, and then we'll go ahead and do the drawing. That will be fun. Let's see what I have. So what I did was I went out. In my shop, I sell a paper kit, and you get 100. You'll get 100 book pages, and they're all different. They're all from each page. I think it's like $12. Each page is, thanks, Leanne, it's from a different book. So you'll get 100 different pages from 100 different books, and they're all vintage or some antique. There's dictionary, there's music, there's yearbooks, some vintage yearbooks. There is art. Some books I brought back from Australia, books I have from New Zealand, some Italian books I brought back from Italy. So a lot of books when I go, and I just went ahead and I just took a stack of those pages and I pre-cut and pre-folded everything. So that makes your signature super easy. You buy one of those and you're good to go, and you just fold it in half. I have 100 books, Darcy. I have over 100 books that I've bought in different countries, brought back. I try to bring back a couple. And then I also have things that I buy from the discard pile. We have a discard pile at the library, so I'll pick those up, or I'll buy them at estate sales. And I mean, they're not first edition. They're ones that are like on their way out. So anyway, so yeah, I did that. I got that. So this makes putting signatures together super easy. And I went ahead and I just pre-cut the cover so that you guys, I don't have to torture you with that one. So this is my travel one. So we can go ahead and do the travel one. I found this airplane patch in my little, like I said, the little jar that I toss stuff in. I thought that was kind of cool for travel. I've got this Florida map, vintage Florida map from I don't know, Hertz. And then I've got these tabs I want to add in. These are old. These are from Autumn Leaves, who is not around anymore. Yeah, I know. They're just going to get, what's a signature? Oh, okay. So inside every book, so this is what it's going to look like when I'm done. This is what a signature is. It's a group of pages that are stitched together. And then you take this folded piece of groups of pages, and then this then gets stitched into your binding. So if you open up a book, you're going to see where it's folded. These little groups are all folded together in a book, and that is called, that's what a signature is. Oh, thank you, Darcy. Yeah. So I have a bunch of these already made up. When I finish a Daphne's diary or whatever's left on my, when I'm done with a session, whatever's left on my table, I quickly will make myself a signature. I stitched this up on my sewing machine really quick because it didn't have a lot of pages, but this is all paper that was just left over. This was a class I took, and so I threw her in there. This was a coloring book page, and yeah, that was from the class I took. I did this little person, and I think this was from, not Life Book, but what's the other one that they do all year long? I took one of those, and it was awesome. I did it like back in 2015, and I wish I had written on the back who this artist was. But so anyway, so I did those, and anyway, so that's kind of how I get my signatures. That way I'm good to go anytime I need a journal, or I could just put this in a tuck spot and throw it in a journal that I have them good to go. So if you are, crafting and you have a bunch of little odds and end papers, fold them in half, stitch them together, staple them together. Yeah, Wanderlust, that was it. I want to do Wanderlust again. It was so good. I just know I don't have time to do it again. I know I don't have the time. All right, so I had this lotto card, and it was too thick to do the cover in my signature. So all I did was I just copied it. And I want to just stress the edge around, I think. So I just made a photocopy on my printer. And if you're not gonna sell an item, this is antique, actually, from Antique Lotto Game. But it was thick chipboard, and I didn't want to add that to the cover of my signature, so I just made myself a copy. This also was from a playing card game, like a flashcard, so I went ahead and just made myself a copy of that onto lightweight cardstock, and I think it might be 85 pound, and then I just trimmed it out so I could use it because, yeah, so I'm going to have some planes going on my travel thing. Okay. And then I have a flashcard. Oh, seriously? Do you art in yours? Because see how I did that on this one? You could this was a book page. This little person, see the back? That was just a book page. And so I did my art right onto a book page. That's all you do. Yeah, but it's a whole year long. So if you divide it out, think about it. If you divide it by 12 and all that you get, that's your payment every month. That's cheaper than Netflix, right? I don't have Netflix, but it's cheaper than any TV subscription if you think about it for the year, and you are getting tons of classes. And so you have to divide it by 12 and then divide it by how many classes you get to get per class. I think it's actually an awesome deal, but I don't currently have that money to participate. And unfortunately, when you do Wanderlust, the videos do go away. I think you get to keep them for 2 years. But I know, right? She looks like a big-eyed girl, that one girl. So that's how I use them. You could just paint in your, as long as it's just the signature by itself before you actually attach it into a book. you you could still paint and art in them. So that's, it's a good way to have, just like if you have a bunch of those made up, good way to use your scraps. Anyway, all right, so let's do the cover and put together a signature super quick. I've got 1 minute. I've got 1 minute before my drawing. No, I mean, I have enough stuff. You can make it work. Everything's usually just paint. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that whole thing about you have to have all things. You know that, Joyce. You don't have to have all things to do Wanderlust, and you can make things work. I found that I didn't have to buy anything. I had pretty much everything. A watercolor set, some watercolor paper. I mean, there wasn't anything in there that was super unusual that I felt like I couldn't pull from, inks and that. But I've been, crafting for decades now, so I do have quite the stash. I mean, of course they're going to come out. You're welcome. Of course they're going to come out with all kinds of products. Yeah, it's most common stuff. If you already art, that's what I thought anyway. Now I'm using actual real vintage. Is that? Oh, that's the road. I almost put that in upside down. So I'm just going in here and layering, and I'm going to keep the fronts of mine relatively. I was going to use this and keep it all monochromatic, but I like the little pop. Or you know what I could do is sew this to a piece of ribbon and make it my bookmark in my signature, and then I'd have that coming out the bottom of my book. I think I'm going to save that because that would be really cute. I could stitch in, sew that in, and I will put this on the cover. I'm going to sew that. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, should be doing that on, is my plane. Now I want to make sure I have enough pages in here to spell travel. Oh, drum roll. Okay, let's do the giveaway. It's 1/4 till. I'm going to take a break. And then, so anyway, when you go to do your signatures, you take your folded paper, you cut them down the same size as or a little smaller as your cover, and you just put them in here and you stack. And then you clip them, you poke holes. If I have time left over, I'll probably just keep going, and yeah, after, and then you all can leave. Or maybe I don't want to cut over somebody. I'll come back and do these maybe tomorrow. All right. So let's do the giveaway for one of the kits. Everybody should know the rules by now. You pick one number. Darcy's going to be the mod. Make sure at the top you have it on live chat so that you are in real time. When I type in go, you will type a word in. I know there's a lag, so I'm going to type the word in go. I will wait. But if you put in your word before I say go, put in your number before I say go, you're disqualified. You put in your number from 1 to 75, and then, because there's 57 of us, I've got 75 bingo thingies. And then you will, Joycey. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a mod? I can't see because I'm in StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube. I thought you were a mod. Okay, so I will send you a mod gift for being awesome and being here the whole time too. A mod gift. So anyway, okay, so without going over, one number, and then the person closest to that number that I pull will be the winner. If there's multiple people that pick the same number, we are going to take the first person. Does that make sense? And then message me on Instagram, send me a DM on Instagram. I will get it. Give me your address, your name, your address. Tell me what you won. And that would be awesome. And then I will get this out to you as soon as the mail starts moving again. Also, the mail, I noticed, to some states is not running on time, or I send it out, if I send it out priority, or if I send it out first class, like it'll probably take a while to get there. I'm noticing some states you get it right away. Other states, I don't know why, but yeah, not so much. Okay, so let me get my bingo. And you're gonna go, let me get this rolling. Okay. So 0 to 75. Yes. Joycey gets a gift for being my mod, being my faithful moderator. And I already have your address, so I will send you something nice. Okay, let's see. I think this is good timing too, because I think I hear. Thank you, Darcy, for putting all that in. I know there's a lag, so I will wait for a while. Look who found me. Hi, Boo. Hi, my boy. Did you find me? Yes. Hello. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Huh? We're having a giveaway. Do you want to do the giveaway? Huh? Say hi. I don't know if you can see. Hi. Okay, looks like everybody's pretty much stopped. I know there is a lag. It looks like that's pretty much it for numbers. Okay. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we got the numbers. Yes, he's a good old boy. He's going to be 16 in March. Look at the little tongue. Yes. You want to do the little rolly thingy? Let's see, Oliver. Let's see. Here we go. Ready and turn. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Some sticky stuff on my roll. Here we go. Here comes the numbers. Woo! Okay, it is number 9. Number 9. 9's the winner, chicken dinner. Yay! Okay, we play family bingo in our household. I know. Yes, you saw Chihuahua feet. He is Chihuahua. Say hi, Chihuahua. Do you have a Chihuahua, Toll? They're like the best dogs ever. Nancy had 8. Let's see. That's what our mod says. It is Nancy. Does Darcy concur? Let's make sure. Aw, sweet. Long-haired Chihuahua. He's a short-haired Chihuahua. Artsy Nancy, congratulations. Whoop, whoop. You just won the giveaway. So you got this kit to make what I'm making today. Of course, you'll have to add in your own stuff, but your own pages and things like that. But you will there are some pages and things to get you started on making your signatures in here. I was trying to keep the price down, trying to keep everything down. So, but it's a really nice kit. And it does come with a vintage Girl Scout patch. So glued to my hip. Yeah. So is she in here? Artsy Nancy, are you in here? Anyway, DM me over on Instagram. I'm the preppy girl, the preppy crafty girl. You can DM me there. and then I will get with you. If I don't hear from you within a week, then I don't know what I'll do. As far as reaching me, I guess you could always message me in my Etsy shop, which is linked below also. Link me there. Speak up, Nancy. She's probably been up all night. She might be asleep. Maybe she got so excited and she is jumping up and down right now. I have no idea. But anyway, you won. That's amazing. So happy that you're playing. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yay. She's in here. Congratulations. And I will get this mailed out this week to you once I have your address. And so what I'm going to end up doing is I'll continue working on my book. Just kick me out whenever. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. We can work right into Barb's. That's fine. Or if you want to leave, you can leave. I'm not going to keep you here. I'm going to continue working on my book, and then I will hop off at 1:30, and that'll give you a half hour to do your potty breaks, grab something to eat, whatever. That's 1:30 Eastern time. That's my time. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm going to put Oliver, see if he'll want to lay down next to me. Not on me, because mommy can't work if you're laying on me, Bubby. All right. So let's get back to doing a signature. I can at least show you actually how to do one of those. Take some paper. I want to make sure I have TRAVEL. So I definitely need to have 6 pages because I have these tabs and I want to spell out travel on the signature. Yes. Okay. So if you leave, thank you for joining me. One of the things I do too, if I have a piece of paper that's too long and I don't want to cut it off, because I thought this was really cute. It was like some kind of the food drive they were doing, I guess. I don't know, some community food drive. And so anyway, so I will just fold it, and then I have a flap. And then when I have a flap like this, you can take an item and you can extend it out, and you could like stitch on here or glue something down and extend that page out, or tag, or you could just stitch right here or glue right here, and then you'd have a tuck spot. So I always you're welcome. It's on there. Let me see if I can throw a link in to that specific item. It may be on page 2. There's 2 pages to the stuff in there. Oh. Did they get sold out? They shouldn't have, because I have tons. Maybe they just sold. Let's see. I can go, let me go in and I will relist. Hold 1 second if you want to get something. I've got to go to Shop Manager. Okay, let's go into listings. Hold 1 second and I will throw some up in here. Okay, where's sold out items? There we go. Oh, they sold out. Okay, that's okay. I can post. Let me throw some up in there. I can put some together real quick. Okay, there you go. See, that was easy. Oh, you bought the last one. Oh, the last one I had listed. I haven't been paying attention. I try to like do a big session because it takes quite a lot of table space to do 100 books like that. But Yeah, so I know my book is that size. That's why I did it. And you can interject some some scrapbook paper in there too. But anyway, there you go. If you want some, I threw some up in there. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. You are supporting me in my journey of destashing, and also I'm destashing everything I have, and I'm also working toward getting my college tuition right now. So you're sending me for my next semester, and I will just go in here and do all. I'm sorry, I had to put this in here when I was a bachelor. Look at him pushing the girl around. So you'll get fun little images. You'll have some children's book images in there. It's just a big mix. I even put, like, I have a 1964 post office directory. So you'll get a sheet of that. Like, it's just stuff you can cut up, just use as background pages, or cut the art out at, like, here, I know I have, like, there's some Greece. I got this really cool Greece book. So there's some nice images out of that. But anyway, yeah, I did all the work for you. Let's put it that way. All you have to do is fold and trim down to the size of your signature. So I want to make sure. I know this came from Australia, this page, because I know that artist book. So I appreciate any. I might have to trim them down. I might have to trim this one down. I can see that. I didn't, or I just fold it over a little bit more. I kind of want to put this one in the middle because I want that whole page. Now your book pages, some of them are going to be super brittle. I just want to warn you because they are, some of them are antique. Some of them are super, I have like 8 books from the 1800s in there. And so they will be brittle. And you may have to back them and not actually use them in a book. I'm going to use that one in the middle because I just thought that was so funny. And I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the yearbook page. This random yearbook page, Mr. Lauren Sheely. And then I've got this. This was a big piece of paper. So I'm thinking I didn't want to cut it, but I may turn this into pockets. So I just folded the whole thing and I'm going to tuck that in there like that. Okay, I may take a little tiny picture of me running up the mountain. That's kind of what I was thinking. But I think what I'm going to do is do it this way. Does this have more? Yeah, that has more interest on it. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. Oh, this is Yellowstone. That's Yellowstone. That's the Great Salt Lake Desert. Okay, so let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got 7. Let me put in 3 more. So you'll get like recipe books. I've got some children ones. Oh, look at, they've got numbers on. That's a good one for this. Oh, I thought this was good. What am I doing? This is not my, this is my travel one. Okay, wait. Back it up, back it up. I need to put more travel related. Where's that one that I put in here? It's fun. I want to add blank. Joycey bought one of my 100 pages paper kits. Oh, the mountain one, that one. I want to put that one in my exercise one. And I'm going to put that one in my exercise one. So what do I got? I'm going to put that in the food related. This one is more about travel. So here, this is, where's this? Oh, it's actually Denmark. That was good. I didn't even know that was there. And then, and I like to kind of go ballads and boots, story of Wonder Boy. How about this one that has a boat? So I kind of put them, and if there's a picture I don't like, I will paint over it because he's a little creepy, an image that's kind of creepy. Okay, so there's that. So that's going in there. And okay, so Do I have TRAVELE? I want to make sure I have enough sticking out. Yeah, with my book pages, that's like one of the yearbook and the yearbook pages and my 100 pages are something that I always constantly have in my shop. They will, and also the alterable canvas tags, those plain canvas tags. Those are staples that I keep up in the shop all the time. So I will always renew those when they run out, because I probably have like 600 books. It does take a long time to go through 100 books and pull pages out, just saying. This is not. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's put them in there because they're kind of traveling. And there we go. Okay, so now what you do is we're going to get some clamps. Darcy's favorite part. She's like, I know you have clamps. And I got all different kinds of clamps sitting here. Okay, so I'm just going to clamp all these the way I want them together. So if I ever run out, if you subscribe to my shop, like if you favorite my shop, then you will get notifications when anything new is put in there. Like if I have anything, when I renew stuff or I post something new in the shop, you'll get notifications that I have posted something new in the shop if you favorite the shop. If that helps you. Okay, how's that? That's good. All right, so now what I do is I need to make a template because, and I will just use a piece of scrap paper, which I have right here. I need to make the height of my books. I want to make a template so that I can match the holes up from book to book. Does that make sense? And so I'm just going to go in here. I know all of the outside pages are the same. Normally what I would do, but it is still probably drying, is I would take my cover. But I know that these will match up. So I've got that. And once I have that done, then I'm going to then take my ruler. How do we craft ourselves down to a 10-inch square? Aw, thank you, Toll. That's so kind. Thank you. All right, so I have this. And then what I'll do is I'm going to cut it to match the inside of my spine. So I'm going to just make a quick template for my signatures. So there's my spine. Uh-oh. Are my signatures too tall? No, they fit. Okay. Because I was looking at this. Is this too tall? Oh, yeah, this is too tall. What was I doing? Okay. Let's trim that down. Okay, so I got that. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this. I want to get my ruler out. Look how cute this is going to be. Oh, my gosh. This is going to be so stinking cute when it's done. I'm going to love working in this year. That's one of the things about when you do a journal, like make it cute, make it fun, make something that you want to go use throughout the year. You want to go back to. Look at all this glue I have there. I'm glad I'm going to have to cover that up with something. I don't know what, but I really went crazy with the glue. Okay. Well, my signatures will cover that up, I think. If it doesn't, I'll put fabric over it, trim. So anyway. Make it fun. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, back to the book. All right, so I got my template made. I have my first signature done. I want to hurry because I definitely need to get out of here. I don't want to keep you guys past. I don't want to encroach on anybody else. All right, so I've got that. Now, what I'm going to do is take my Tim Holtz ruler. And I'm going to divide this up. So first I want to divide it up in, I'm putting 4 signatures in here. And this is like, how far is this? How big is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 inches. So I'm going to find the 1.5 mark, 1.5 mark. It's not quite 3 inches, of course not. And then I want to find the center, but I want to come out. So who's good at math? Because I am like the worst at math. I had a very traumatic 2nd grade experience with my math instructor, and I have just had that mental block, and I've come against it I don't know how many times. That's my center. Okay, so if that's my center, then what I can do is probably just measure this out, right? And then divide this in. Okay, so see, now I'm getting into 8, so this is really bad. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So center of that is going to be right here. And then the center of this is how I have to work it. The center of this is there. All right, so I'm going to sew a signature in here. Then I'm going to go here and sew a signature in here, right? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm a visual person. I'm not a math person. Penny. Hi, Penny. I think you're lagging. Why are you putting a number in there? I think you have a lag. You may need to refresh. Go up to your bar and hit the little spinny thing on the left of your, where you would type in your web page is. I think you're a little late to the game, hon. Probably because it is you need to refresh. We did the giveaway like 45 minutes ago. Okay. So here we go. This is here again. I'm going to come into the center of that, and then I'm going to come into the center of that. This is how I have to do it. No math genius. I'm sure any mathematician out there is probably like just freaking out right now. Okay. Okay, so I need to come in the center of this. Need to come in like, is that there? All right. Normally, if it's just me, I'm going to eyeball it. Just saying. You know what probably would have been easier is if I just like did folds. Look at that. That probably would have been a lot easier. Right? Or would that only give me, no, that would only give me 3. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I've got my 4. All right, now what I'm going to do is line it up, and I'm going to go straight down and line this up, and I'm just going to go straight down, and I'm going to go straight down. And if it's off a little bit, it's my journal. I don't care if it's wonky. So don't be emailing me your mathematician skills. Just saying. Okay, because I can already see this is going to be off a little bit. I need to move over just a tad from where I drew that. Okay. The big thing is that I just need to be able to get 4 in that space. Oh, there you go. Penny Hall. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you participated anyway. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to divide this by 3. All right, so I'm going to find the middle section. I'm just going to fold it just to make life easier for all of you. This is where I struggle. This is where I struggle. Okay. Then I know there's an art to this. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put the 0 line on there, and then I'm just going to make this easier, I'm going to do 3. So I'm going to put, wait, how long is this? Wait, I'm going to put the 0 line on my fold mark. Oh my gosh. I can just hear all of you. If you can't do it, how do you expect us to do this? But I already told you. That's why I saved this to last. Okay. So my first hole punch is going to be there, 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 and there. That's going to be the center, right? See, I already know that doesn't match, so don't email me. Okay, then my next, but if I add trim to the inside, that's going to work, that I have that extra space, so I'm not going to complain about that little goof off. Okay, so then I'm going to measure out. So I got, what do I have here? 3. Oh, look at that. Okay. Then I'm going to come in I want to come in an inch from the bottom, give it a good space, and then an inch from the top. Got that? So inch. Oh, oops. So on every line, then you're just going to do, I'm going to measure an inch in. And that way, all the holes on my signature, hopefully, if it doesn't mess up, they'll match up. Oh, see, that one was already going to be too low because I didn't transfer that properly. And then this one is an inch. That's an inch. That's an inch. And that is an inch. All right, so those were where my holes are. And then I'm going to come in an inch. Once you have your template made, and if you make the same size book, you're good to go. Like, you're good to go. So if you make a template for something, definitely keep it in case you, and then mark on here how big your book is. That, which is probably what I'm going to do. And if I make another book with this binding, thanks, Pandora. Good to see you. Brenda. I'm telling you, I know. Okay. So if there are any good book binders out there, hence why I don't sell binded books like this. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I am going to use my kit. I've got an awl, and then I'm going to probably use my punch real quick on this, because this isn't what I'm going to stitch, but it'll give me a bigger hole than what I actually need. And the thing about this is it actually has a guide on here. So once you line your hole up, if it's within the inch, which it's not, no, 3/4 of an inch, that won't work. But anyway, so I had to mark. Okay, so I'm going to do a hole punch. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing. If you don't have an awl and you have a big bite, you can use that too. But this way, I have a bigger hole, so when I'm marking my other ones, I can just punch the. All right. The problem is I cannot do. I need my big bite, but I'm just going to do that with it all. So punch, punch, and now you have your grid. So all your signatures work out. All right. So now my signatures will be all lined up, all the same and all together, because I've got my little grid done. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right. So once you have that done, I'm just going to take one of these and I'm going to mark the center of my book. So I'm going to remove that off of there. I'm going to take my fold, make sure I've got my fold good and marked, and I may even lightly go in with a pencil and just kind of, because the stitching will hide it, just so I have it, the line there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to line up my holes. Wait, I want them. Wait, this is going to be my last book. So, oh, that was the other thing. You want to mark that this is the top and this is the bottom. And then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know where your holes are all matched up. Okay. So once you have that done, then you're going to line this up at the top of your book. And then I'm going to come in here. I guess I did not make this bright enough, and I'm just going to mark my holes so it's straight along the line. So I got that, right? This is where the magic happens. You take your awl, or I went over this in the list. I also have a Japanese screw punch, but I'm not going to do that right now because these signatures are not very big. You can do this on a piece of foam, but these are thin and I can hold them still, so it's fine. Then I'm going to take my awl, because these signatures are small, they're not very thick, and I'm just going to poke it through the hole like that. Then I'm going to line up, keep these stuck. I'm going to line up, take this, and I'm going to transfer over my marks on the inside of my binding. So I'm going to transfer all my marks, onto the binding. All right. So when I go to stitch it into my binding, I have my marks there and I can line all my holes up with the marks. Got it? You won't see those once your signatures. And I hope I did I mark this top and bottom? Yes. Okay. I forgot to look at that. That's why you mark top and bottom, so that they do line up. All right. Once you have the holes done, now I'm going to pre-punch with my awl through here because this is pretty thick fabric. I just think it'll be easier for me when I go to do my stitching, especially here where I did a lot of that Fabri-Tac. This is not a hidden binding. This will be visible to the outside. You're just going to see that twine. Your package comes in wrapped in the twine, so you will have enough to bind in a couple of books. You can use wax thread if you want. Okay, so I like to kind of pre-punch my holes using that. Then I'm going to take my signature, keeping them all still attached where they were, and I'm going to take a needle. You can use a doll. People like to use doll needles. There are bookbinding needles out there. Embrace the lag. That's funny. Okay. And then depending, embroidery needles, something like that you want to use, but you want to use one with a sharp. You don't want to use dull. They do have like darning needles that come with a big hole, but they're not going to be as sharp. You want something sharp because it'll pierce through if your twine is bigger and you need to go through a bigger hole. See, this will work. So I always test my needle before I start to make sure that it goes through my holes. All right, then you're going to take a piece of twine, which if I was my twine, where would I be? I just want to get one signature stitched in so you guys can see it. All right, here we go. I need to remind myself because this is coming out of the kits. I just took this off of one of the kits. I gotta remind myself. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm only gonna do one thread. You're just gonna come in. We're gonna go down through the middle. Then I'm going to line it up with my outside of my book, which normally I would clamp it to the book, but because I've got all this stuff going on, I don't think that that will work. So I'm just going to kind of hold it and I'm going to flip back and forth. Oh, maybe I can clamp it. I might be able to clamp it here just to hold it attached. Just to see, it might be easier working that way. Okay, then you come on the out, so you pull that through, leaving yourself a tail. Now this is where I might do a bookmark in this one. Remember I said that I had this and I want to attach it. So I'm probably going to leave myself a longer tail on this one. And then I'm going to come up here And I'm going to go on the outside through my hole and up back through the book. And there's all different ways of binding. This one I found is the easiest for me. Three or 5 holes is plenty secure for my journals. Then you take this. I know you can use wax. I know I saw you using the candle. You can wax your thread. That works out great too. I also have wax thread that you can actually buy. And I do have wax for book binding, and that works great. So you can actually put your thread or your needle through it. Look, so you put your needle through the hole. This is pretty cool. And then pull your wax right down and on there, and it will go like that, and pull your wax right through it. But mine is stuck on a book, so now I'm going to have an issue because I got to push it back through because I've already started binding my book. Now I got a knot. Okay, glory. Okay, here, wait. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is a cool little gadget. I got all this stuff for like $15. It was amazing. Went back to the 3-hole. I know this, I stick to the 3-hole. I think it's way easier. Okay, then take this and you're gonna go, I wanna leave my little thing there. And then you're gonna take this and go back down into the bottom hole. Let me make sure I got that. Nope, yep. And then, so you see it on the outside here, you're gonna go through the bottom hole. And if you wanna add any kind of embellishment to it, now is the time. I'm not going to because I'm going to have my wings right here, but I could have added like a little charm here at the top. You just easily thread this through, and then you can, in fact, that would have been really cute to do that little, oh well, I'll do it on the next one. All right, like it would have been cute to hang a little charm on here that had to do with each month, but I can go back and do it with rings. All right, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so, or I could tie it on. Then I'm going to come back up through the center, back up through that hole. Like that. Come back through on the opposite side of the thread, right? I want to make sure that I've got enough of this. There. Okay, hanging down. And then I'm going to cut this. I don't need a lot at the top. And I'm going to come in here and do, double knot it. Or you could tie a bow, however you want to finish it off, right? You can glue this a little bit to hold your knot into place, and then take your clamps off. Hopefully I stitched it in all the right holes on my binding because that would be pretty funny. Bye, Dot. And I am there. So see? Look how cute that's going to be when I'm done. Oh my gosh. And then I will have my book. And that's how you sew your signatures in. That's how you do your signatures. And that is it. So I'm going to leave you guys off here. When I'm done stitching in all my signatures, I will then take my patch and I'll glue my patch on over the back of it. But this will give me a lot of space for... I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm going to do this really quick and do my travel while I'm thinking, so I don't forget, because I wanted to add these in. I'm just going to glue them because I can't find my stapler right now. Travel, 6 letters. Of course, there's no middle. That's what you get. So I'm going to put this on the outside. Maybe not that far out, but I think that would look really cute. I'm just going to glue it, and then I'll go back in once I find my stapler. Thank you, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. How are you? All right. So I'm just going to glue stick this in. I don't want it hanging out too much out of the book. Like that. This will be my nod to autumn leaves. I'm going to put this in the back of my book. I'm trying to, when I use a company that's no longer, I try to keep that company tucked in somewhere, you know, into my book somewhere. I don't know where I'll put it, but I'll just tack the top for now just so that I have it. so that I have that remembrance, because once I use the product, it's gone. Like, and then I don't have the remembrance of the company. We made so many good friendships, Darcy and I did, when we were in the business, that and it was sad to see a lot of the companies go out of business. I won't even go there, but it was sad to see a lot of them go out of business, and we lost, you know, some friendships over the years because they went out. Thank you, Anne. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad you were here. Feel free to subscribe, because I will be working on this book and others. I'm working on my Christmas journal right now, but I will be working on this, since this is going to be my month one. So if you want to work on this or see this going on, then feel free. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get those put in, and then I'll have like where it'll say travel going down my book, right? So, okay. So you'll see how this book, and I'll put it up on my Instagram when I'm totally done. I'll do a little flip through. Thank you. I'll put a little flip through on my Instagram. I do a lot more Instagramming. I haven't done too much the last week because I've been pretty busy, but I'm pretty good at posting stuff on my Instagram, like especially if I have new videos and new products and things like that, and just whatever. All right, so if you want to read through the Bible chronologically with me this year, I'm going to be doing a little reading. I'm just going to read the scripture for the day in my chronological Bible, and I'm going to do a little art journal, just something really simple, and I'll probably pull out one scripture out of it, and then I will do like one scripture and then do a little art journal page. So that's kind of my goal for this year. And then at the end of the year, I will have a nice big book full of, you know, just things that has spoken to me. So if that's your kind of thing, and you've always wanted to read through the Bible chronologically, and you just haven't, and you want someone to do it with, this is just my way of holding myself accountable, you know, to reading the Word, and you know, it's just my way of, you know, doing art every day, just something simple, and also staying in the Word and just keeping my spirits up and over, you know, just because, you know, a lot of us are at home and not working, and or working from home or whatever. And so it's just my way to keep that area of my life going. It's super important for my overall health, and just to stay focused on what's important. Okay. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks again, Nancy. Make sure you reach out to me. You may have, I've heard my phone going off several times. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed being here, because I know the algorithms love being fed thumbs up. Make a comment below if you have a question of anything I did today, anything I used. I could kind of help you, whatever. But thanks for being here. You're welcome, Nancy. Have a happy new year. I just speak over this year for all of you that it will be just your greatest one yet, that you will have peace in the storms, that you will have peaceful rest, that you will have a good night's sleep every night, that worry will not be tagged to you. You will not worry for anything. You won't worry about how your bills are going to be paid. You're not going to worry about how food's going to be put on your table or your health. There'll be no worry in your life. And I just speak over your life, just the blessings of God over your life, and that you will have health, peace, prosperity in 2021, and that you are just going to feel secure over anything that happens. You'll have the peace and the security of who God is, and who how he defends and protects and provides. He is your Jehovah Jireh. He will provide your every need. If you call upon the name of Jesus, you shall be saved. That's what the word says. So in all things, just give him the glory and continue on in your year, and you will have an amazing, amazing year ahead of you. I'm just speaking into 2021 over each one of us, that we are going to have just an amazing, miracle filled. We're going to see signs and wonders over our lives and over our family members. I see family members returning to the family. I see money coming into your bank accounts that you didn't even know that were money owed and due to you, that you didn't even know that you had due. You're going to find out that you overpaid for something this last year, and that money's coming back. We are calling it all back in the name of Jesus. So anyway, have a blessed year. Didn't know I was going to end this way, but hey, what a better way to end it. And I will talk to you soon, and I'll see you around. Go to Barb's next, Barb Owens. The link is down below in my description box. So have a great afternoon and a happy new year. And thanks to my mods. And Joycey, you will have a very nice little Prezi coming in the mail to you within a couple of weeks, okay? Blessings to you. Bye, Jan. It was so nice seeing you. It was so good seeing people that I haven't seen in a while. Thank you, Dawn, so much. I will be coming on after this is over, probably working doing my reading today, since today is January 1st. I want to start the year out right, but it'll keep me accountable. Bye, guys.